Good morning, everyone. Through the guidance of the DBC, I'm saying we still have a bit more students who are joining. I don't know whether we can give them like around 5 minutes they join, then we can begin.
Nolin?
Yes, Dr.
Yeah, I can see we are at 82. You can
Yes.
just provide an opportunity for just an introduction for around 3 minutes. As more students join, then we can start.
Okay. Thank you, Chair.
So Noeli, maybe we can start by introducing ourselves, the staff members who are here. I
Yes.
can see, yes. We have, maybe we can start in this order. We have Sylvia, we have Dorothy, then we have, the DVC will have her session to speak, so I think she'll introduce herself at that time. Then we also have you, Noeli, on board. So maybe we can start by introduction in that order. Then we can proceed. Dorothy, then Sylvia, and then Noelin, then myself, and then we can begin.
Okay, good morning. Good morning, my name is Dorothy Lagat. I work in ODeL. I support
I think we lost Dorothy while she was making her presentation. Maybe you can have Sylvia, you can come on board. Introduce yourself.
Oh,
And then
thank you.
Good. Let's introduce ourselves in that order.
Hello, good morning. I am Sylvia Edward. I work under SML office and I also assist ODeL students who are doing diploma and certificate. I would like to welcome you all to Management University. You made the best choice to come join us. Thank you and have a great session with us.
Good morning. My name is Noeline Sunday. I work at the ODeL department and I'm the LMS administrator. So I welcome you to this training and I hope it will be as engaging as possible. Thank you.
Thank you, Noeline. Let's have Edwin.
Good morning. My name is Edwin Omambia. I work at the ODeL office. I take this opportunity to welcome the students to this training. I hope that is going to be informative for us to understand how to operate the LMS and the student portal. Karibu sana.
Yes, thank you, Edwin. Then I think DVC, we are done with the introductions of the various staff who have already joined the training. So I don't know, with your guidance, if you can allow us to now begin officially. It's 10 or 9, so that we can be able to complete our program as prepared. With your permission,
Yes,
DVC?
just yes, yeah. Begin the program officially as planned.
We'll have a word of prayer. And I'll pray. Dear Lord, we come before you, thanking you for this day. Father, we thank you for everything that you have done during this day, not your plan to do. As you go through this training, may we have the best understanding and may we also be able to train students well and may we be able to make it as successful as possible. In Jesus Christ, we pray and believe. Amen.
Amen.
I'd like to invite Dr. Justa, who is the academic dean, to give short remarks, who will be followed by Mrs. Isabella, who is the director of the. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. My name is Dr. Justa. I'm the academic dean. I'm glad to be here. And I'm glad to see that a number of students, more than 150 students have joined for this training. It is a very important training because as the ODeL student, we need to understand that our main success, our main interactions is based on the learning management system. And of course, once we call for such kind of trainings where we need to shed more lights in terms of the features which are there and how you can make use of them, then it becomes very important for all of us to understand that and so that we can have seamless learning. So I don't want to take a lot of time. I just want to appreciate you all. Please take notes, take a pen. I already have mine here and a book, and I will be jotting some points here and there. So you are also encouraged to pinpoint some, to jot some points which you hear as we are at ready, so that we can make reference as maybe at the end of this particular training. We encourage, in case somebody is not very clear, please maybe put it on the chat for now so that we can have continuous training. Then after that, we'll be able to address the same. Why? Because it's very important for us to even understand only 2 bits or 1 bit, but to understand something very small rather than being told so much things that you have not even understood. So please make sure that you take the notes and you ask questions so that you can clarify and so that you can make your work easier as far as the ODeL mode of study is concerned. Yeah, so with that, then I can take it back to the trainer so that we can all be trained on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Jessica, for your wise words. I'd now like to welcome Mrs. Isabella, who is the director of ODeL, to also give her remarks. Thank you.
Thank you and good morning, everyone. I'd like to start by appreciating each one of you who has joined this important university training as scheduled in our academic calendar and in our ODeL timely dates. Let me start by welcoming you all to this orientation training on the student portal and the learning management system. And on behalf of the Open Distance and e-learning team that already introduced themselves earlier, we have others who have not joined, but they will join. They are completing classes which they started at 8, but they will join us as we continue. So on behalf of the Open Distance and e-learning team, I want to thank you for making time to attend this important session. So as a university, we continue to embrace technology as a key enabler of teaching, learning, and service delivery. So the student portal and the LMS are not just systems. They are critical tools that support your academic journey as a student from the time you join us up to the time you complete in accessing learning materials, communication, assessments, and feedback. So it is therefore essential that every student understands how to use these platforms effectively and confidently. This training has been organized together with the support of the university management to ensure that you are well equipped to navigate these systems, avoid common challenges, and fully benefit from the digital resources provided by the university. Today's session will be practical and interactive, and I encourage you to ask questions, seek clarification whenever necessary. Also remember that you need to keep your mic on mute if you are not asking a question or making a presentation, so that all students can benefit from the presentation that will be made. I think the session is also being recorded, Noelin, you can confirm that, so that any student who will not be able to join us as we continue will benefit from viewing the recording once we are done. I wish to also acknowledge the support of the university management in promoting digital learning, and also thank our facilitators or our teachers who are here, who will take you through the student portal and LMS in detail. As we begin, I urge you to approach this session with openness and enthusiasm. Please ensure that you give the next few hours maximum concentration to this training, because this is a platform that you will use until the point that you shall be graduating from the university. So the reason we request that you give it your maximum attention is because mastery of these platforms will not only enhance your academic performance, but also prepare you for a technology-driven world beyond the university. So with those remarks, I thank you once again for being here and wish you a fruitful and engaging training session. Remember that the deadline for the submission of CATA and work-based is on 13th February. Next week, Friday, refer to your ODeL timely dates that were shared with you at 11:55 p.m. So as we go through the training, please ensure that once we are done here, you go back to the LMS and try to practice what we have taught you, so that you can be able to meet the deadline of submission of CATs and work-based and interact with the various resources that we have shared with the faculty members have shared with you. We'll also be having an additional training in March, still for ODeL students, so we will send reminders on the same. We request that you make time to attend those trainings. So with those few remarks, I'd like to thank you and welcome each one of you to this training. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Isabella. I'd now like to welcome our Deputy Vice Chancellor, Dr. Dominita, to also give her remarks. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Noelin and the Director ODeL. Yes, good morning. I want to hear the voice of the members logged here, the students. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I want to welcome.
Morning.
Yes.
Morning.
Yes, thank you so much. So my name is Dr. Dominita Naomi Kadula. your DVC Academic Research and Extension. And I'm very much happy that this semester we have 800 students who have joined the Management University of Africa for this semester. And more than 70% you have joined as ODeL students. This is surely a plus to us as a university, because for you to choose to do ODeL with our university, I'm sure you have done background search, and I'm sure you have realized we have the best. So I want you to congratulate yourself and say to yourself, you mention your name, I've done the best choice. Can I hear that voice? We said it's an interactive section. I want you to say yourself, your name. You have done the best choice. I can only see Nathan.
Yes, I've done the right choice.
I have done the best
I've
choice.
done the right choice.
Done the right choice. I have executed.
I've done the right choice.
I'm the right
Done the right choice.
I'm the right
I've done the
choice.
right choice.
I can see some are saying they cannot unmute. Allow them to unmute to congratulate themselves. They have done the right choice.
My name is Shem.
I have done the right choice.
My name is Edna Chepkemboy. I have done the right choice.
I've done the right choice.
Irene Wamboy. I've done the best choice.
I'm Florence Moro. I've done the right choice.
I have done the right choice.
Done the right
Thank
choice.
you.
I am Susan.
Hi, Michelle. I've done the right choice.
I've done the
Thank
right
you so
choice.
much. Yeah, thank you so much. Now you can mute
Jacqueline
yourself.
from Bondo, I made the right choice.
Yes, thank you so much. So now you can mute yourself. Yeah, what you have said. Yes, what? Yes. Now, thank you.
Irene, I've done the best choice.
No, that's enough. No, thank you so much. I wanted to hear your voice, and that you are happy. You have done the right choice. That is very good. And as I can commit, like the VC, the DVC and the VC, our VC, I don't know if we're able to log his away for a training, because not only you, we are training, even as faculty, we keep on retooling ourselves so that we can give our students the best. This week, the director, research, and the VC, they are Naivasha, being retooled on research by Nacosti. So when we organize this training for you students, we want you not only to gain the academic skills, which mostly you have come for, but we are going to train you on the professional courses. There's a director of the professional courses who will be talking with you. And then these soft skills and some of these specialized technical skills. And I want to bet that the training you get from Noilin Sunday, you live to remember it. I can bet she is the best in the artificial intelligence in the LMS. And even I can tell you, like even the Cavendish University in Uganda, they have invited her for 2 weeks to go there and teach that university. So if you can be invited by another university in Uganda to go and teach, it means she has what it takes in this LMS and also this world of digital and technology. So we usually give you the best and we want you to experience the best. That's why for students, when you get this course for training by the university, we are doing them for free, not that you are paid for this service. But we want, since you chose to do your learning through distant learning, either because you are working, you are committed, you are very far. Some of you are not even in Kenya. We are having students who are logged from Kigali. We have students logged from Ghana. We are having students all the way, even the New York and California and even Dubai. So when we open this mode of learning through ODeL, we wanted to make it very interactive so that the quality of education you are going to get as a distant student is equivalent to that student who attends the physical classes. I'm sure you are aware that the same exam you will do is the same exam being done by physical your student here. And that's why the quality has to be the same, the content and the interactions. And that's why we are giving you this opportunity to be enlightened about the LMS, to be enlightened about our university. So as long as you continue with the academic journey, you can also do the professional courses. Some of them, they are also in ICT, others are in other field. So feel much welcome to log in on any training. Every Fridays, alternately, we are also having career development, a collaboration with Education Collaborative, where we are training probably those who are not employed, even those who are employed, because you can be employed and are still searching for greener pastures, on how you put yourself to a level that anytime you see a job and you apply for it, obviously they'll call you for interview. And even if you're not going to get that job, for them to call you for interview, it means you are qualified and there's something they saw in what you wrote to make you warrant you to be invited for the interview. So we are training not only you in academic and skills, but we are also on soft skills and also the issue of entrepreneurship and issue of placing yourself in a higher level than the others. And I'm sure by the time you would finish your first year, those who have joined now the second year, you would compare yourself with even others from other university. This I can tell you for free, like we have Bachelor of Education and students go for teaching practice, for industrial attachment. And we come and we go visit those industries to assess them. And the feedback we get from employers, they tell us, they usually ask, what is it you are giving your student when it comes to discipline, when it comes to time management, when it comes to teamwork? They are able to work anywhere you send them in any department. They are able to fit and work and do the work well. And also the way students prepare the documentation and the reporting. So we are teaching you for knowledge, we are teaching you for competencies, and we are also teaching you for what we call affection, the emotional part of it. And I'm sure those who are having students or learners in CBC, those 21st century skills, the 7 of them, that is the basis of now the reformed education. And you can see it is not only targeting on the hard skills, it's targeting on the soft skills. How do you relate? How do you see problems and critically analyze them to be able to solve them? So this training on LMS, I'm sure most of you probably, they never did computer in their high school. They have never done the packaging. But you find the situation you are in, you cannot attend physical classes. You have to learn them through the LMS or through the online. So this is really just an introduction to see how you can navigate yourself through the LMS, how you can make the learning very interesting. You'll be shown even how wherever you are, you can even be chatting with your classmates, even without knowing where they are. You respond to their questions. They also respond to your question. And then you are able to even, I don't want to preempt what Nolini is going to take you through. But I'm telling you, you have done the best, you have done the rest choice, you will enjoy your learning with us. And anytime you get any challenge, the ODeL director is here. Wherever the region you are in, he will be able to tell you if you're in this region, the person, in case you are an email is taking either a day without being responded, this is the officer you are supposed to reach, is the one who handles your region where you come from. So that we want to give the best and respond immediately to our students' need. And if you look at our modules, they also have all the faculties numbers there. So in the case you find there's something you feel you are not satisfied, the feedback you have been given, we are open. You just call the facilitator. We are no longer teachers, we are facilitators, because it's you to own your own learning. So you call the facilitator to clarify for you or to help you guide. So with that, I just want to welcome you to Management University of Africa and pass regards from our Vice Chancellor. Probably, maybe if their schedule is not very tight, he may long. If he doesn't long, get that greeting from him, and he wishes you all the best. Nolin, without remarks, I welcome you now to take the student through the program.
Thank you so much, Dr. Dominita, for the kind words and the great advice. We are going to be doing various trainings today. First and foremost, we're going to be tackling the student portal, the aspect of the student portal, and also we're going to be tackling the aspect of the library, which you're going to be trained by the systems librarian. together with the university librarian, and then we'll also cover on the e-learning or the learning management system. So just a minute, I want to cover, I'll be covering for Mr. Bernard on the student portal. On the student portal. So just a minute, let me share my screen so that you're able to see the student portal. So when you want to access the university student portal, basically the fast and the shortest way you can access the university student portal, you can just search on Google. Basically, you can just search student portal.
Nolene, we are not seeing the screen. Oh, yeah, it's coming. Oh, sir, thank you.
Yes, I hope now everyone is able to see the screen. So when you just go to Google, just let me also expand my Google page. Yeah. So when you go to Google and just search student portal, MUA, it will give you the direct link to our student portal. You see, which is the first option. So when you click on that student portal, it will load you, it will redirect you directly to our student portal. So for the student portal, the username is always your admission number in capital letters, just with the strokes, yeah, with the slashes that you are shared with. And then also the password is the default password, if you haven't changed yet, it's capital MUA at 1234. So I have picked out a sample student. I just want to key in the credentials. LBML, stroke 30, stroke 0161, stroke 2, stroke 23. And I also want to key in the password. So when you key in the set of the credentials that you are shared with or whatever you use, first and foremost, you start by seeing here how much fee you have been billed, how much you have paid so far, and in case you have a fee balance. For the case of this student, you're seeing he has already completed this semester's fee. And then down here, you're able to see your basic information. You're able to confirm whether the information here is correct. And then after that, there's somewhere here for notification. So in case there's a notification, you'll be able to see here also. So when you click on the dashboard, so this is basically the dashboard. This is what you see on the dashboard. The next icon, when you come towards the left, you see the financials. So for the financials, you see how you've been billed, you're able to access the fee statements and also the various receipts. So when you click on the fee statement, it's able to load the fee statements ever since you began the university till now. So you're able to see how each unit has been billed and how the money, whatever you have paid, and how the deductions have worked. So it's taking a minute to load because the student has been here for some time, so the information is a bit big. So also we have the aspects of the receipts. Here on the receipts, you can just see the receipts, what you have paid. That's what it means with the receipt. So you're able to see how much has been paid and that you're able to print the selected receipt. So you'll just click select and then you can say print selected receipt. When you click print selected receipt, you're able to now print the receipt that you have showing that you have paid. So, and it shows everything you have paid together with the transaction if you did it via the bank accounts. The next important tab we have is the academics. So on the academics, we have a tab called course registration. So for the course registration, you're able to see each and every semester how you have registered your units and how much it has been billed vis-a-vis how much it has been billed. So when you pick, you can pick maybe a semester like the current semester, then you're able to see when you just click view units, it's able to show you the different units that have been registered for this current semester that you have registered for the current semester. When you go to course registration, this is only open when you have been told registration is open. So when registration is open, you'll come here to course registration, click registration type, you choose unit registration, and then you choose regular. For now, you are not able to register yourself because the deadline for the registration passed. But when the registration is active, you'll see a register button here. So kindly check the ODeL department or the ODeL admins usually basically share. They share different the units on offer for each semester. So when they share that, kindly be checking under each and every semester for the units which are available and the units you're supposed to register. So you have to counter check the units which are on offer vis-a-vis the units you're supposed to take, which is the course structure. So from there, when you finish the registration, you'll be able to see the pro forma invoice. The pro forma invoice now appears after you have done your registration. You're able to see how much is your fee at that given moment on what you have registered. The next button that is also very key, we have examination. So for examination, the first button we have is the button for the exam. So the exam card is only available when you have completed all CATs and WBA and you have completed your fees. So you are not able to access your fee, what is it called? Your your exam card if you have not completed your fee, and if you have not done your CATs and WBA. For the case of these students, these units are appearing because the student has registered these units as special exams. So he already has the CAT and WBA for the set units. And then after that, we have the view work-based and CAT. So here you'll be able to see your WBA and CAT marks. So after you have done your assignments on the LMS and the lecturer has marked, you'll be able to see the CAT and WBA on the LMS or the e-learning portal, but you're also able to see the same WBA and CAT marks here on the student portal. So you're able to see which marks, how you performed. The same marks which are on the e-learning will also appear here, and the list of all the units you have registered in the current semester. So after that, we have the provisional results. For the provisional results, here you'll be able to see the provisional results slip for the current semester, and you're only able to see the results for maybe if you sat for an exam this January, April 2026. In April, after you've done the exams, they have been marked and a memo has been shared stating that the results are now live on the portal. You'll come here, click the current semester, which will now appear here automatically, which is done April 2026. When you click there, it will be able to generate, what is it called? You'll be able to click here, get the report. When you click get the report, it will give you the report for that semester. So it will show you whether you got an A, whether you got an B, whether you got a C, whatever you got on those particular units. So there's a pass list, but then the live exams is usually released a bit later into the semester. So from that one, you'll be able to access it here on the provisional results list. After that, we have the aspect of where you can reset your password. So when you log in into the portal and you want to reset your password, you can reset your password through here. You can feed in the new passwords, but kindly note, the moment you change your password here on the student portal, it directly affects the e-learning because the e-learning and the student portal uses the same set of credentials. So if you change the student portal credentials, that's the password, it will also automatically change the e-learning password. So if you have any question, kindly make sure you have what is it called? You have noted it down on the chat so that you're able to address it as we continue. So that's on the basically on the student portal. It doesn't have much, but it basically gives you an overview of everything from the fee statement. It's able to show you your fee statement. You're able to see, you're able to register your units. You're also able to see which units you have registered in the current semester, and you're also able to see your performance in terms of the provisional results slip. So that's it. So that's it on the student portal. So I would like to invite now the library personnel who will take you through the library, basically on the aspects of the various issues of the library. But also, I'm seeing we have a few questions on the student portal. They have seen there's Mike who is basically asking, is there a possibility for the result slip posted on the portal together with the fee payment to be stamped so that you can use it for official purposes? So this is usually when you require this one is usually done physically. Your result slip is downloaded and it's put. You are shared with a stamped copy together with it being signed by the finance department, and also if it's the results, it's signed and stamped by the dean or the exams office. So just a minute, let's give the people for the library around 2 minutes. They are joining. They had been thrown out. They are joining so that we can begin on the library training. Thank you. So I'd like to invite Jackson Kimani, who's the system librarian, to pick up on the library. Thank you.
I hope your machine is fast enough. Yes. Hello, good morning. This thing has inbuilt speakers. I need to get Good morning.
Good morning, Jackson. We can hear you.
I can proceed.
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. My name is Jackson. I work in the library department as assistant librarian. I want to welcome us all, our students. It's a pleasure to have you this day. We will take just a few minutes to give you an overview. Is there still echo? Am I clear, Sabi? Can see something saying.
You have a bit of echo. Thank you.
How is it now? Yes.
Jackson, you still have the echo. Maybe you can remove, if you're using, in case you're using earphones or Bluetooth device, kindly disable it and then now use the normal audio for the machine.
Okay, thank you. I have, sorry about that. I have changed now. I think I'm better.
As we wait for the library to sort out the technical issue they are facing, there's someone on the chat who has said, who is talking about the units that students are supposed to register. Just to kindly remind each one of us that we have a number of certificate, diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs. When you are admitted, you are given a specific course structure. Look at the email which the registrar's office sent to you with your course structure, which shows all the units you're supposed to do. Please ensure that you use the course structure that was shared with you by the registrar's office. Do not use your friend's course structure or one that you have found elsewhere. Just use a specific one which the registrar has shared with you to avoid having students doing units that are not in their program. Also, at the end of each semester, you have your transcript and ensure that you tick on that course structure or you indicate the grade you have obtained or you have been awarded against each unit on the course structure so that you know which units you have done and which units are still pending. Okay, so another student here would like to know about issue of unit registration. The university normally circulates a memo on when unit registration should be done. The memo normally comes out around the time of examination period up to, and the memo shows the exact period when you're supposed to do unit registration. So unit registration, to answer the student's question, is done once the portal has been activated. Unit registration is done specifically by the student. So you have to do unit registration within the registration period. After the registration period, you have to communicate with the university because the system will be disabled from your end. You cannot be, you cannot register on your own. You have to communicate to the university so that you can be supported in unit registration. Please note that there is also a student handbook that was shared with you. The student handbook explicitly explains all issues in relation to unit registration. So it's good to also consult the student handbook. You can call us, you can email us, and we will also support you in areas that are not very clear. Then there's someone who is asking about how to access the LMS. if you have not been able to access, we expect that all students are supposed to have accessed the LMS by now, but if you have not accessed the LMS because of technical challenges, or you're not able to, you are not aware of how to access the LMS, please, we shall be, in the next session after the library has presented, there's a whole training on how to access the LMS and the CATS and the work-based. Kindly ensure that you follow and you have your machine on your desk so that you can be trying what you're being trained on, so that you can access the CATS and the work-based. Ensure that you have already paid at least 60% of school fees for you to be able to access the LMS. The deadline for submitting CATS and work-based, this is just a reminder, is next week, Friday, 13th February at 11:55 p.m. So ensure that before you sleep today or go home, or before you close the work that you're doing today, please ensure that you have been able to access the LMS. If you're having any challenges after this training has been completed, you can reach us on odel@mua.ac.ke for further guidance. And also on our ODeL timely dates, we have indicated the numbers you can call there so that someone can be able to join you, to support you. Noelin, I don't know if the library team is now ready.
Yes, good
Jackson
morning.
is ready.
Thank you.
I am ready.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sede. Thank you, Sunday. I want to show us something brief about the library resources. So we want to introduce to us our electronic resources, and from the LMS, this is the LMS screen. You can see there is a drop-down menu for the library. So I want us to go to Buku today. So you all these links lead to the library electronic content. So for the institutional repository, there is past papers. For the catalog, there are physical books and other links on how to. And then off-campus access, you get access to journals. This is off-campus access. You get access to journals and other books. But for the sake of this training, because I want to take a few minutes, I want us to go to Buku. The institutional repository here, you get past papers, past examination papers, you get research projects, you get the research output of the university. So we are back to the LMS. You click the library drop-down menu and click Buku. So the dashboard for Buku opens like this. You are required to sign in. We have already made accounts for some of us. Probably if you have not received a notification on your email from Buku, please you'll get back to me via an email I will write in the chat. So the Buku, you just required to sign in with your email and password. So once you sign in, you can search for a book here, any book, like management or human resource. You can, any book, you can do a search. The interface is friendly. Human resource. The interface is friendly. You can see at every typing, it lists some books here. And you'll notice that they are very current. The year of publication, 2021, post 2020, many of them. And there are quite a number. These are very authoritative books by authentic publishers and authority authors. So what you do after that, you can screen through the first page and see which one is a bit relevant for you, or which one you want to read, and you just click open on the title of your choice. You settle on one, you click open. These links will be later on sent to us by our lecturers in the notes section. We will have the links sent for individual books from Buku later on. So you'll just be clicking a link and it will be opening now to a certain book, a certain resource like this. But nonetheless, for now, you go to LMS, you go to Buku, you sign in, you search you search the subjects you want, the title, the subject, the author, then you select one and you click open. So the book opens like this, and you can read like a normal book by turning the page, either scrolling or turning the page next here. You can click on the top left, you see these 4 buttons here. They show contents. You can click on that button to see the chapters, the content of a book first before you even read, and probably establish relevance. And you can jump into a certain chapter. For example, you want to read something about reward, which is in chapter 6. Rather than turning the page from page 1 to maybe page 200, you just click on chapter 6 and it opens on the right, page 158. And you can crash this menu now by clicking the same button here, the button we clicked to display the content page. You click on it to hide. Now you can play around with these buttons here. You can increase the size. You can increase the font size. You can change the fonts. You can change the color, and so on and so forth. And you can actually read now the chapter of the book. So I want to introduce this resource. Buku is very resourceful. It's one of the major resources that we are bringing to you as our online students, besides many other. So for another minute, let me also touch on this off-campus access. Off-campus access, also we said on the library, you click off-campus here, off-campus access, it opens on this platform. This platform has many books, has many books and journals. And the column for books is the first one. Journals are here. For books, you can see many other, like ProQuest. There is ProQuest and Taylor and Francis. So let's open ProQuest. Remember, we have looked at Buku, which is a standalone platform, and it's very rich. You can see already this will tell you that it's being brought to you by the institution. You click search here. The interfaces are slightly different, but they are navigable. Human resource management. Click search. Notice in ProQuest books, human resource management, you get a lot of books, 120,000. You can narrow down by the year of publication. Again, you can see even we have one in HR that is being published this year, and so on and so forth. And to open, you just click the book. You click the book, the title or the image, and now read online. You can either read or download sections of that book. Yeah, read online. So this is it. This by default shows you that the particulars of the content on the left again. So you can jump to the reward section or training by clicking on it, chapter 3, and it opens on the left. Again, you can play aloud with the displays by playing around with these icons here to change the fonts, the size, and the color. Now, maybe the last bit that I would mention is on Taylor and Francis books. Again, these are on the off-campus page. Taylor and Francis books. Taylor and Francis books. Yeah, the page is opening. It will open, and then we feed it a search. Human resource again. You can search anything anyway. Human resource. But for the sake of this training, I'm just doing a common search, human resource. You'll see we had 12,000 books in ProQuest. We had around 100 in Buku, and now we have 38,000 in Taylor and Francis. So you can imagine the wealth that we have in the electronic library. So all these books are readable also. all these books, you will notice also they are not dated, they are current. You click on any book, and then again, as you have done on Taylor and Francis, and as you have done on Buku, the book opens and you're able to read. So members, our students, I wanted you to appreciate. You can see the chapters, the table of content is here. You can jump through. This is a bit different in terms of interface, but you can jump through the chapter by clicking on the chapter. You can jump through to the book by clicking on the chapter. But they are relatable. If you know how to use Google, you will be able to know how to use either. So members, I just wanted us to know that we have a lot of resources. You go to LMS page, library, click off-campus access, click Buku, either of the two. Buku has very recent books and it is a standalone. Off-campus has many databases put together, and some of those are the ProQuest, which we have looked at, and had 120,000 of human resource books alone. And then there is Taylor and Francis and others. So I wanted to share with us that and tell us that we have a lot of resources. We have a lot of resources for you that is available for your use. So I want to ask us to get in touch with us. Please write to me, write to the emails that I am going to write here in case you are stuck on logins. We are willing to help you, and we are ready to help you. I think that is sufficient. Unless there is a direct question, I will give it back to Sade. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Jackson. In case you have any question, you can just put it in the chat. Jackson is available on the chat to guide you and to give you the library services that you require. So I'll now move on briskly to the training on the LMS. So just as we did the other one, just a minute, I'm sharing my screen. I hope you're all able to see my screen. Yes. So just as we searched for the student portal, we're now going to search for the e-learning portal. So when you just search LMS MUE, so when you search, sorry, that was an issue on the traffic, internet traffic, but it's okay now. So when you search for LMS MUE, this is the first reply that you get. The first option here, e-learning MUE, hyphen the management University of Africa. So you click on that link. Give it a yes. So when you click on that link, it will redirect you automatically to our e-learning management system. So this is how it looks like. This is the overlay of how it looks like before you have logged in. So when you click login, kindly note, you're only able to log in into the e-learning management system if you have paid 60% of the total fee. That's the requirement. When you pay 60% of the total fee, kindly note the system will automatically open. Even if you are less by even 2 shillings, 3 shillings, the system will tell you you have paid maybe 59.9%. It will give you the error automatically. And remember now, here, the set of the credentials that you use to access the student portal is the same set of credentials that you use to access the, what is it called? The e-learning. So they work hand in hand. So in case you change the password in the student portal, that password you have changed to, it's what you'll come to use here at the e-learning. So you cannot change the passwords from the e-learning. You can only change it from the student portal. So I'm going to just use the same set of credentials of the student we had used previously. So as you can see, it gives you invalid login in the case where maybe I have typed the credentials wrongly. Yes, so now I have typed the credentials in the right way. So this is how it looks like when you log in. You're able to see the various sites. There's the library, the exams portal, which you'll be able to access 2 weeks to the exam. You can also be redirected automatically here to the student portal, also to our website. But there's now the major icons in the LMS. So when you click here, there's home dashboard, my courses. So you want to see the courses you have already registered in the student portal, you have already been billed, and you have paid 60% of the fee. So for the case of this student who I'm using as an example, you can see he had already, when you checked the student portal, he had already paid 100% of the school fees. So you're supposed to click here on my courses. So when you click my courses, you're able to see the various units. The student you have registered as a student, they will be all here. And you can be able to click. So I'll click just one random unit. For example, let me click BML 44, which is managerial accounting. Expand. So this is how it looks like. BML 44, managerial accounting. And the basic overview, you just see the lecturer has already put the course outline. They have put the assignments, the CAT and WBA. They have put the notes, which are in topic wise, topic 1, topic up to the last topic, which is topic 10. And then, so when you click, let's say I click topic 1, you're able to access the notes. You're able to see the notes for that topic 1. You're able to read through those set of notes. So let's go back. So apart from that, you're able to see the course outline. When you click here, course outline, it's able to tell you, for example, the lecturer who is teaching BML 44 is Mr. Mwaka, and you're able to see consultation hours is Mondays from 3 to 5 p.m. He has already put his email if you want to talk to him, and he has also listed the topics that have been taught in this unit. You're able to see also the CAT and WBA and the distribution of marks. You're also able to see the textbooks that are used in this, or the core texts that are used in this set class. So after you've read and done everything, now you want to come and do the CAT and the WBA. For the CAT and the WBA, if I click here, CAT, for example, the student here has already submitted the CAT. But if you click here, you see the lecture has already set. You see it was open from January 2nd to February 13th. It's closing at 11:55. So immediately the system just detects, immediately it reaches 11:55, it locks you out. You won't be able to submit an assignment. So you download the CAT. So when you download the CAT, you're supposed to do, for example, if it's a mathematical, for example, like this case, this is a mathematical assignment. It requires a bit of calculations. You have to do the calculations. After you've done the calculations, you scan them. When you scan them, make sure the document is in PDF. So when you scan them, you'll upload them. So let me check for a student maybe who has not submitted So let's use this unit, BML 301. As you can see, the outline is almost also the same. There's the topics, and then now there's the CAT and WBA. So when I click there on the CAT and WBA, I'll come here where there's the file, download the file. So when you download the file, you'll open it, and there's a set of instructions. There's a set of instructions the lecturer has inserted it on the CAT and WBA, how you want the assignment to look like, the number of pages, and the unit code, and the deadlines. So you see here, like for this case, the lecturer said to draw a concept. So drawing means the student will require to write on a piece of paper. So when you've written and you've scanned, you come here, down here, and then you say add submissions. When you click add submissions, this is how it looks like. So you click this arrow here, the arrow above what it's saying. You can drag and drop files here to add them. You click there, and then you choose a file. So every assignment that you've done, for example, you opened a Word document. So you have done your assignments, you have finished, and it looks like this on a Word document. Remember, kindly remember, the system only picks PDF documents. It doesn't pick Word documents, it doesn't pick Excel documents. The system only accepts PDF documents. So when you have done your assignments on the Word document, you click file, and then you say export. When you say export, you say create PDF. So when I say create PDF, I want maybe to save it somewhere and say assignment, maybe with the code of the unit. So when I say like that and save as PDF, I publish it. That means this assignment has now been converted to a PDF document. So now I'll come back here where we are uploading here. I say choose file. When I say choose file, I come here and say, since I saved it on the desktop, yes, so it's here. So I've attached my assignment. And then now I upload the file. When I have uploaded the file, I'll say save changes. When I click on save changes, you see it has already submitted. So if you don't, maybe you feel as if you have submitted it earlier, but you feel as if the assignment you have submitted was not up to par, maybe you are confused. This is before the submission dates. You come here and you can say edit submission. When you click edit submission, you can basically remove the file you have put here. You can delete it and then attach a new file. That's before the submission date. But after February 13th at 11:55, the edit submission or remove submission buttons will no longer be there. These are only available before the day of submission. So you do like that, you see it's telling me nothing was submitted. So now you have to attach the file and do the submissions afresh. So make sure you have clicked submit. If you don't click submit, your assignment will remain as a draft document and the lecturer won't be able to see that set of assignments. So kindly always, when you're adding the file, make sure you have clicked submit and you're able to see this setup. Because now you see, for now, the sample we have attached, you're seeing it's saying submission status submitted for grading. Grading status not graded, but when it's graded, you'll be able to see the grade here. If it's 10/15, you'll be able to see it here. Time remaining, you see the assignment was submitted 8 days, 12 hours early. And then last modified, it even shows you the date if you modified the attachment here. So I want now to remove this submission, and then now I've removed the submission, and because it's not anywhere near the due date, the student, you can edit and add the submission afresh. So that's how you upload the CATs and the WBA on the system. Apart from that, when you check up here on the right, where there's the initials of your name, there's a button that has messaging. It looks like a messaging. So you can write to people, you can talk to people. You can also talk to your lecturers. So if you want to maybe reach out to your lecturer, you make sure you go back here on my courses. Click the saved unit, maybe you want to reach out to the lecturer. Click on participants. So let's look for the lecturer here. So just a minute, it's loading. You can find that maybe this set of unit has a lot of students, but now make sure also when you're submitting, as it's loading, make sure as you're submitting your CAT and WBA, make sure you have downloaded the CAT and WBA for the semester written Jan-April 2026. Don't go, make sure even while you're submitting the assignment, it's written Jan-April 2026. Don't submit any assignment in the previous semesters that are there. Submit in the current semester. If you're in Jan-April 2026, submit in that same semester. If you are in May-August 2026, submit in that semester. So kindly be checking also, be keen as you're uploading that you have uploaded your assignment in the correct semester, because if you upload it in the wrong semester, it won't be marked. So also kindly note, you're also required to edit your profile, of which I want to show you how to edit your profile. So when you come at the top here, where there's your initials of your name, click here and say preferences. When you click preferences, on the user accounts, click edit profile. When you click edit profile, you can't edit your name or your last name or your email, because as I've told you, the e-learning system is synced together with the student portal. So the e-learning gets all its data from the student portal. So you're supposed to give a brief description of yourself here. You're supposed to also add your picture here. You can add your picture here, and you can add maybe your interest if you have a list of interests. So you add everything here. Select your country, your hometown, and everything, and add your picture here and update the profile. So when you do like that, kindly note you're required to update your profile. So you have a picture that is less than 1 MB, and also make sure all your files that you're uploading into the e-learning management system is less than 1 is less than is less than 1 MB. So maybe, for example, if you have file that is bigger than the 1 MB, when you just go to Google and search compress PDF to 1 MB, you'll be given different sites assist you to compress the PDF to less than 1 MB because the system only accepts a file that is 1 PDF and 2 that is less than 1 MB. It's up to 1 MB, doesn't pass 1 MB. So make sure you can use any of these sites. You just click on a site here. Let's just click one. You'll just click on a site here, then add the file. Add the file here. So it tells you how do you want to compress it. So you want it to be compressed to less than 1 MB, we say compress, and then it processes the document as it compresses. So it has already compressed the document and it tells you to download. So you'll just say download. So that's how you basically compress your PDF. So apart from that also, make sure when you are doing your site, when you have access to e-learning, you're able to see, if you have registered for 6 units, you're able to see your 6 ODeL units. If you're able to see, if it's things like research, community service, and attachment, you'll not be able to see it on the e-learning system because this is supervised via ELSA, you have supervisors on that. So that one will not, it doesn't have CAT, it doesn't have back-based. But for the units, make sure you see all your 6 units, whatever you registered for what you want to do this current semester, make sure you have done it or you are able to see it here, and you'll only be able to log in after you have done, you have paid the 60%. So as you can see, kindly note also lecturers are also adding different profiles on the system. So kindly make sure you interact with them as much as possible. Kindly also make sure you're able to reach out to your lecturers on the various consultation hours that they have given on the course outline. As I have shown you before, they have given the consultation hours. So make sure you reach out to them. If they've given a link, reach out to them via the link. If you have given out an email, reach out to them via the email or via the phone number that they have given on the said unit. So I was to show you on the, basically how you can send a chat, just a minute. So when you click on participants and click on, maybe you want to talk to maybe a set student or the lecturer themselves. When you click on their name, you can click message. When you click message, you can just type a message and the said student will receive a message on their side. So you'll be able to see here from the notifications here, if you have talked to a student, this is more of a community. If you have talked to a student, you'll be able to see here, and if the student replies, just on the same messaging icon, when you click there, it will show you how many messages you have received. If there's anyone who has replied to your message, you'll also be able to see it on the same. If a unit, maybe you have registered for 6, but you're seeing for 5, so make sure you kindly alert us early in advance so that we're able to check what the issue is, and then we'll be able to sort it out on the same. And then So I'm seeing the major question is what's the percentage of required fee for the students to access the e-learning management system. The required percentage of the fee is 60%. And make sure you have been billed. Remember how we showed on the student portal you have registered units, and then on the left, on the right-hand side, it's showing 57,000, 70,000. That's how you confirm you have been billed. So make sure you have been billed and you have paid 60%. 60% of all your units, of all the tuition fee, all the total fee, the whole 60%. So I don't know whether my colleagues have anything to add on the same before we proceed to question and answer. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, yes. So I'll also. So there's also the aspect of when you go to the e-learning management system, we have a chat here called Talk To. You can click there, start a conversation, and you'll be able to reach out to an agent who will be able to assist you in the various issues that you are facing. So there's also that option in case you are facing an issue. And also just to mention, we have been sharing residential links on email to all students. Kindly note, the timetable varies every week, depending, because there is a large number of units being offered. So the timetable varies every week so that it can cover all the units that are currently being offered. So make sure you be checking the timetable, make sure you are checking your email so that you see whether you have received the links for the class. I'm seeing Deborah has also asked, can she pay, or can you pay school fees via M-Pesa? Yes, you can pay school fees via M-Pesa. We have a cooperative pay bill number 411-3601, and your admission number is how you are given. If it's ODeL BML in capital letters, ODeL BML with the slashes. So make sure you always put in your account number as the admission number with the slashes. So that we can be the payment can be able to automatically reflect. So remember also the fee varies depending on the number of units you have registered every semester. So if you have registered for 6, the fee will vary. It will be different from when you have registered from 5. So we will share the recording for this training, but also, just as I've said, the majority of the questions that I'm seeing is on the compression of the PDF. I've just said you come online and say compress PDF to 1 MB. There are various tools which have been provided online, so you can just click any tool here and upload your PDF document. You can just upload your PDF document. When you upload it, you choose the size in which you want to convert it with, to compress it with, and then you will be able to compress it and download it afresh. So, so make sure you are able to compress it to the required 1 MB, you're able to download it and you're able to upload your assignments on time. So I don't know whether any of my colleagues have anything to add before we proceed to the next session. Thank you.
Yes, good morning, everyone. My name is Bernard, and I just want to add something else. Please do not upload the wrong assignments. By wrong assignments, I mean that you have done, say, BML 100, and then you're uploading it to another unit, say BML 103. That means that you're answering the wrong questions. So you've downloaded the cut and work based, and then along the way, probably you're confused or mixed up. There's a mix up, and you've uploaded BML 103 cut to BML 102 work based. Or BML 103 cut to BML 103 work based, and vice versa. So if you exchange those units, the lecturer would see that you've answered the wrong questions, and there's a likelihood that you'll get 0 or 1 mark, which should not happen. Thank you. So be very keen enough when it comes to uploading your assignments. And remember to compress every other time, because the system can only allow you to do 1 MB. And now, also there's also a question of compression. You must have seen that. Now, if you compress, it will change the font family, the font type. So make sure you use the correct options. You're given the options online. On the online version, you're given the correct options. But the alternatively, those are for mathematical questions. Microsoft Word gives you an option to just save as PDF. I think that's an easy one. This one comes up when you're doing online compression. Online compression. It will, if you don't choose those options very well, it will give you the wrong, it will change the wrong font. It will give you another font that may not look very well for visual effects. So if you're very keen when you're doing that, it will assist you and everyone else. Thank you. Just to point out, don't get mixed up in all these portals. There are several of them, and I'll give you a summary. The student portal contains your details, where when you pay, you will see the amount that you've paid, your fee statement. You will see the units registered. You will also see the cut and work-based results after you've done them, the provisional transcript, and the exams. So that is the student portal. Now coming up to the LMS portal, that is where you do your cut and work based, and you upload them, and you find all the resources there. In the student or in the LMS also, you will see the results after they've been graded. So you will see all those ones in this the LMS portal. Now there's also another portal called the exams portal that will come in later on when you'll be doing your exams, especially for the online students. That will come in a month or so before the exams. Be keen also in checking on that. Then the the library portals. You have the repository and the DSpace. Please check on that. Those of us who are asking for the exams past papers, you'll find them in the repository. And there's also Boku, that where we have the books. You have the displays where you have, or rather the displays, and then the remote text is also a library portal. So align them properly so that you don't get mixed up in all those many portals, and they are all there to assist us in one way or the other. Thank you.
So I'd like now to invite Mr. Edwin Omambia to guide the question and answer session. Edwin, karibu. So if you have a question, kindly just raise your hand so that you can be assisted to unmute.
Thank you, Noreen. And thank you all for participating actively in today's session on the RMS and student portal. Let us now come together to reflect on what we have learned by asking questions where you did not understand. Or maybe the first thing I can do as from my side, I can ask you a few questions to see whether you really understood the session. So what are one thing that you have learned today about the RMS portal? And did anyone of you face any challenge as you are trying to access the RMS portal? So those are the questions I'm throwing back to you students to answer. Then any one of you who has a question can raise an hand up so that we can give her the opportunity to speak. Thank you.
So we have the first question from Linda. So Linda, kindly unmute and ask your question.
Thank you for the opportunity. Actually, mine is not a question, it's just a concern. You find that we really have few online lectures, and we have notes, yes, we have the library and everything, but it gets very hard to understand something. So I was asking, is it possible to provide us with audio visual, maybe videos or something that can maybe help us understand everything a little bit more? Because just reading something cannot help you understand more. And the classes are so few. I'm so disappointed. Another thing, the deadline is 13th February. And today is when you are giving us an orientation about how to use the portal. Is it really unfair? Because it's really unfair. And some of us don't have the units. Some of us can't access. Some units say that it's an error. I'm just concerned. Kindly help me on that.
Okay, thank you, Linda, for the question. Regarding the classes, the online classes, we have the residential session which is ongoing. We have structured the units per week, and we have been sharing the classes, the residential session timetable to students to attend, but mostly some of you are not attending classes. You can get a class of quorum of 100 students, only 10 or 5 students attending. So please, as we are sharing the residential timetable, make an initiative at least to join the classes. We are on the process, even those units which have not been slotted for the residentials, we are on the process of slotting them on the timetable.
They want customized. We can't just do kawaida, hatujui ni pages ngapi, hatujui inakaa aje, inaprintiwa nini, what types of paper, binding. So we can't give a quote even without seeing the sample.
Hello.
We have to have.
Yes, hello.
Not in soft, but
I
the
wish
hard
to ask a question. I don't know if I'm allowed to speak.
Yes, Christy.
Unaleta kitabu hivi. Nasema tunataka tufanyiwe kama hii.
For those who are not,
pages, unaona
can you mute,
imeprintwa na
please?
paper unashika hivi, unajua
Excuse?
which paper is this, vitu kama hizo.
For those who are not speaking, you can mute. Christine, go ahead.
Hivyo tu ndio itakuwa ngumu sisi kufanya kuimagine kitu una.
Yeah, I think Christine is another meeting. Maybe can I proceed with the question because I also have a question.
Yes, Stephen.
Yeah, thank you so much, Edwin. And I want to maybe to support on what Linda said is it's not a matter of attending the residentials. What we are requesting here is if we can those recordings can be shared to us. We've been asking this for quite some time, and the feedback or answers we've been getting from the lecturers is they are not in a position to share the recordings. Maybe it is the admin office that are in that capacity to share, because sometimes some of us are working, connecting from very remote areas where sometimes our network stability is not so perfect. So we request that even if you miss these lectures or sometimes you get interfered by the network, it is good to these recordings are shared so that we can catch up with what maybe you didn't catch up during the residential process. So we highly request that those residential classes recordings be shared to us, because sometimes you are in class but you have some network breakdowns. Another thing is on library. We've been having difficulties accessing these library services. I'm seeing Jackson Kimani saying there is an account going to open for all of us. Even accessing those repository, there is an email you are told to register on that email. So are we going to register with our individual emails, or how are we going to register about that? So I think that is all from my end. Thank you.
Thank you. Odwin, maybe.
Yes, Jackson, you can.
Yeah, I want to respond to him and say that we will create accounts, yes, for Buku and off campus. For the repository and for the online public access catalog, you don't need any password. You don't need to log in. You actually, the link I have sent for past papers here on the chat, just click, don't ignore the sign in. Just click and go to past papers and download them.
Good morning. Hello.
Yes, Charity.
I have an issue. Last semester I had 6 units, and none of it was in the weekend lessons. And even this time, I have 6 units. And the same time there's none teachers appearing there. Now kuna shida when you are paying fee, alafu you are supposed to attend classes na hakuna date yako iko kwa class. Can you look on it kwa sababu kama umeweka unit for selection alafu hakuna classes, we are getting disappointed.
Okay, thank you, Charity. This is well noted. Any other question?
Yeah?
We have noted your concern.
Yes, please.
Yes, yes.
My concern is on the response when we send an email. Please, it takes too long, even something that needs a quick response. Is there any other way that communication can be enhanced, especially when it comes to
Yes,
Can
yes,
you mute if you're not speaking? Can you mute?
Unmute the people.
I have a concern and complaint. I have a concern and complaint.
If you want to speak, just raise your hand. And then do not unmute before you have not raised your hand.
Yes, Asisa, you can speak.
Okay, I have 3 questions. My first question is it a must for the cards and the work-based to be typed or handwritten can do? And the second question is concerning the assignments. No, not the assignments, but the notes. There are some topics and units that we can't access. Can it be addressed? And the last one is the e-learning and LMS portals the same? Thank you.
Yes, Asisa, regarding the assignment submission, yes, you can write with your hand, but you'll be required now to scan the document. But it's preferably correct for you to type so that you are able to convert the document to PDF. But still some, for example, the mathematical questions you'll be required to write and scan. Regarding which are not opening, please, you can do an email on the specific topics so that we can check with the lecturers to see so that they can rectify them. Yes, the e-learning and the LMS, they are the same. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Ayub, you can speak. Ayub Mohammed.
Can I speak? Can I give my comments?
Yes, Florence.
Okay, mine is a complaint and a concern. I've not been receiving any emails. Even the timetable I've not received. I've been calling and I've asked for it and it has not been given to me. So I'm not getting any communication through the email. I had done the diploma previously and I complained they removed me from that mailing list. Now the degree that I'm doing, I'm not getting any communication. Even I don't know there's a residential lessons. I'm not receiving those information. I'm just blank. Kindly do something.
Hello, good morning.
Yes, Ayub.
I can speak, eh?
Yes, you can speak, Ayub.
Okay. So, for someone like me, I'm not in the country. And we cannot work under Gmail. Sometimes there's a hurry. So, is there any possibility that we can contact the school direct so that we can access to it? Then, depending on Gmails and whatever, always.
Yes, Ayub, this is well noted. If you check on the ODeL admin email, below there we have indicated numbers that you can contact us with. There are 4 numbers. So you can use those numbers.
Can I speak?
Yes, you can speak.
I have a concern. Mwalimu.
Yes, Judith. Judith Mwangi.
A question and a concern. Communication really needs to be improved because the alternative numbers you're giving, when you call, they're either not picked or they are unanswered, others are not working. The other communication alternative is the email, which is never responded to. I have a case in that I did an email last year. I was inquiring for registration of units. I have got the response today when it's much late to make a decision. The numbers you call again, they don't help. Then the ODeL sessions that are ongoing, the first timetable that was shared, I asked about my units that were not reflecting. I was told to hold. When I called the office, I was told to hold. They'll be giving in bits. Now my worry is, I don't know how you know if your unit has been slotted, because now with the ODeL, if it's not sorted now, and we are heading to March, which is also maybe the month of the exam, apparently a bit disappointed on the communication. At least if someone is able to call you and tell you, this is the way forward, this is what we are planning. You could be having some good plans in place, but as a human being, you need to be prepared psychologically so that you know, yes, I booked for this unit, and I'm hoping it is there. Because from the look of things, I see it is possible that you book a unit or you register a unit that you'll never meet someone to train you. Only maybe you'll face the exam alone and you have paid to pass. So yeah, I think communication needs to be very clear and effective, as much as we were told to say that we were in the right, we made the right choice. Can that resonate with what we are getting? Yeah, thank you. Then there are so many questions on the chats. You can also address them.
Thank you. Your
Can I
concern.
speak?
Yes, two more questions.
Can I speak?
Good morning, Edwin.
Yes, Irene.
Hello.
Okay. Good morning. My question is, I was asked to give to send my transcript from my diploma course, and I was told there are credit transfers that will be done, and I've not even received the structure that shows the courses that I've been registered for. So I am not sure what I am supposed to do. Kindly address.
Thank you, Irene. Regarding the credit transfer, we are on the process. We are going to advise you. Just be patient. We will send the unit that you qualify for the credit transfers. One more last question.
I've been raising my hand for long. Can I ask a question, please?
I have a problem.
Can I ask a question? Just a clarification, yeah?
Yes, Mohammed. The last one, Mohammed.
Can I speak?
Yes, Mohammed.
Yes, my concern is I need a clarification. Yeah? My units are showing attempted units, not registered units. The registered units are showing 0, and attempted units are showing 6. But I can still access the units that have been allocated. Please, I have.
Thank you, Mohammed. If you're able to access the portal, it shows that you're already registered for the semester. That's why you're able to access the LMS, because the student portal and the e-learning, they are integrated. Okay, thank you.
Please, Edwin, allow me to make a concern.
Okay, the last.
Edwin, please.
The last,
We
yes, the last.
Yeah, we have a problem with the response from ODeL. Personally, I was to drop a unit. Now cards are about to be submitted, but still the same is in my portal. So I don't know if to continue or not to do it. So confuse. Because I already sent the dropping or adding thing, that form, but I've not gotten any response. It's becoming hard because we sent an email, you have to wait for over a month to get a response. So I think everyone is complaining about that. Can something be done? Inakuwa tu ngumu ku navigate.
Edwin.
That's well noted.
Edwin.
Going
Edwin,
forward,
tafadhali.
we cannot finish all the questions. Please let's end. Going forward, ensure that you log into the RMS at least once a day to check on the updates. And always practice to uploading your assignment in time to avoid the challenges that you are going to face if you wait until the last day to upload the assignments. For any issues, please you can contact ICT office or the course, which is the ODeL admin office for assistance. Thank you. I'll ask someone to pray for us. I can ask Noirin to give us the closing prayer for the meeting.
Okay, so the questions will still be addressed. Kindly reach out to the various emails that have been shared on the chat. So let us pray. Heavenly Father, we come before you this day, thanking you for everything that you've done. As we continue with this day, may you bless us, may you protect us, and may you be with us. Continue guiding us and continue guiding our students so that they're able to do their work efficiently and they're also able to do our work efficiently. In Jesus' name we pray and believe. Amen. Thank you all for joining. Thank you.